Hi there, this is Tony Courtney, and this is a piece on leading authentically. If I were to ask you, do you know who you are as a leader? What would you say? Authenticity has become a real buzzword, hasn't it? But what does it really mean? When I think about authenticity, there are three things that I think of. The first is around having genuine relationships. The second is around transparency, and it's about having honest, open conversations. And the third thing I think of is being self-aware enough to know what's appropriate in terms of how we show up and what we say and what we do. So authenticity is a lot about knowing you, about knowing who you are and knowing yourself well enough on the inside so that you can lead from that place on the outside. So there's a real congruence between bringing what you value, what you care about, and using your strengths and bringing all of that into your leadership and how you show up for others. Why does it matter? Why does leading authentically matter? It matters because people today want to be led by people that they know, people that they like, and people that they trust. People follow people. We're human beings. We're not human doings. I was working with a leader recently who was really clear that she was very focused and very results driven. And for people in her team that were very rational and that were very sort of left brain oriented, it was a marriage made in heaven. But there were other people in her team that were waiting to be inspired by her. They wanted to see some different sides of her that they hadn't seen before. So with her, we explored some areas of herself that she was less familiar with. There were some areas that she tapped into that she wasn't bringing into her leadership. And so what we did is that we rounded out her leadership example in a way that she could engage and influence everyone in her team. Authentic leaders live by their values. They know who they are. They know their strengths. They're not trying to be like anybody else. They're not trying to be good enough. They know themselves. They're confident within themselves and they're self-certain. They know who they are. They know how to trust themselves and they know how to back themselves and to value themselves. It's a journey worth going on to be able to bring all of yourself into your leadership so that you can bring and be your best. And when you're able to do that as the leader, you give permission to others to be able to bring and be themselves too. I trust this helps.